I think the reason why we needed to be a nonprofit instead of a for-profit, and when DonorsChoose grew and started to generate serious earned revenue and was the equivalent of a highly profitable charity, plenty of people asked if we would consider converting to a for-profit, or why we were not a for-profit. But we wanted to be a nonprofit from the beginning, and we're committed to being a nonprofit because we want to do something that to a lot of investors doesn't make economic sense. And that is to be the place for a teacher in a low-income community to be discovered by donors whom they'd never met, and to channel the overwhelming majority of dollars flowing through our site to public schools in low-income communities. If we were out trying to strictly unlock venture funding to be the most profitable company possible, we probably should focus on being the wallet through which a middle upper income parent donates to their own kid's classroom.
Gravitate towards the affluence.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. That's what we would almost feel a shareholder obligation to gravitate toward if we were a business, a for-profit, because it makes more financial sense to target that market. There are reasons even beyond unlocking revenue and sort of size of addressable market. There's also a major cost involved in being the means for teachers in low-income communities to get discovered. If you are an upper-income parent donating to your own kid's classroom, you don't actually need a whole lot of integrity controls, because you can see when you drop your kid off at school that when you donated $10 toward a projector, they really did buy a projector, and there it is in the classroom being well used. And in that context, the mechanism that you're using to donate can probably just be a cash pass-through. It could probably just deposit money into the teacher's personal bank account, and we can trust that things happened as promised because the parent can actually, monitor the projector the next day.
Self-policing.
But in our case, when we're talking about strangers giving to classrooms where they've never set foot, we need a whole host of integrity controls. We vet and authenticate each teacher's project request before it's posted to the public site. We email follow-up questions to the teacher. We do fact-checking. Only then does the project see the light of day. When the teacher's project is funded, we do not pass through cash to the teacher and just trust that things are going to happen as promised. We purchase the resources and have them delivered to the classroom. So even if it is therapeutic horseback riding for 3 students with disabilities, we are paying the horseback riding stable, which is providing that service to those 3 students. If it's a field trip, we're paying the bus, we're paying the museum. If it's butterfly cocoons, we're paying for butterfly cocoons to be shipped to the right classroom. Once the butterfly cocoons were shipped to the DonorsChoose office, and a whole lot of butterflies hatched. And that was actually grosser and dirtier than you think. It evokes, magical, fantastical fairy tale butterflies flying all around. Actually, like butterfly cocoons are like kind of dirty. Yeah. In any case, and then after
that's managed fulfillment.
Yes, very managed fulfillment.
Which is a white glove, heavy resource.
Exactly. And finally, after we have fulfilled the project, we provide a means for the teacher to send in thank you letters from students. The teacher takes photographs of the project in action. The teacher sends in a thank you note and an impact letter describing what's happening thanks to the donations. All of that needs to be vetted for child safety. And the short of it is, we do a heck of a lot of work on each project request so that a donor who's never set foot in a classroom can feel 100% confident that their donation is being spent as promised. They can see how every dollar is being spent. They can hear back directly from the teacher and students. And it's only thanks to that integrity and transparency and accountability infrastructure that we can actually inspire folks to donate to teachers they've never met before, and to students who they don't have a family relationship to. And of course, that adds cost to our model. And we've figured out how to make all that work scalable, but it's just another example of how the mission that we have set forth of being a force for equity in education doesn't always make business sense, and that's why we're a nonprofit.